It's time for your music live here on Studio Live today. Let's do it.
Your music, your music, your music live. Your music, your music, your music live.
Yes, welcome to Your Music Live for yet another week here on Studio Live today, brought to you by our wonderful partners, the amazing DistroKid. If you want to get your music out there to Spotify, to Apple Music, to Deezer, to Amazon, I don't care where you want it to go, one-stop shop, and that's DistroKid for less than $20 per year. You can release an unlimited amount of music, your singles, your EPs, your albums, and we thank DistroKid for their support. Save yourself 7% off too, using that link up there and down in the description. We're going to kick straight in here with our first track of the day, and this is from a friend of the channel, friend of the show, long-time contributor and creator, Mr. Josh Gates, and he's got a rockin' new track called Wounds. Let's take a listen here on Your Music Live.
Where we all start from our first breath, the ticking of time that leads to our death, and what is exhumed from deep below will come into view and hinder our souls. Deep within, and they're all too real, but we still pretend that there is no pain from the hand that's been dealt. But can we break free from what we have felt? The things we see make you and me shape who we are. Some wounds will never.
Had to get it to that second chorus, yeah. What a great opening tune. If that doesn't get you moving and shaking your groove thing, I don't know what will. Love the layers of guitars in that one. Love me some muted power chords. But if you listen to the subtleties of that track, go back and listen to it again and again, you'll hear that there's about 4 or 5 or 6 different layers of guitars in there, and they create this cacophony of awesome that only someone like Josh Gates can bring together. So thank you for sharing that one. Remember, sharing is caring, and Sharon is Karen. And speaking of sharing, our wonderful friend here, Adam Gehring, has shared a super chat. Thank you very much for the kind donation, Adam. You rock. You're a legend. I appreciate you big time. This is Your Music Live. If it's your first time here, my name is Pete, and on this channel, I try to help you create, record, and release your best music. And once a week, we celebrate home recording and we celebrate independent artists by doing Your Music Live, which is this very show that you are watching right now. Let's crack straight on with another tune. Now, this is a band that are making their YML debut. Yeah, we love folks like Josh who've been here before. We love when we have a brand new band that we haven't seen before. This is a band called Torrid, A Love Affair, And this is a tune called Good Enough. About this, they say, Good Enough explores the expectations and inequalities of the parent-child relationship. We recorded and produced this track ourselves in our drummer's studio, shout out to drummers, and filmed it with help at Oosh Tours. Very cool. So let's jump in here and take a listen to this one, shall we? Torrid, A Love Affair with Good Enough here on Your Music Live.
Always looking up to a distant sun. The light that you rained down was always a stranger to me. So while you wash your feet in the pool of my innocence, I'll wait for your blessings to choose to give. I wanna be good enough for somebody. I wanna be good enough for somebody. Somebody like you. I wanna be good enough for somebody. I wanna be good enough for somebody. Somebody like you. Where is your comfort? Where is my strength? All of those gracious seeds you plant in me have no chance to rise. I wanna be good enough for somebody.
Good Enough. What a very cool tune, Torrent, A Love Affair, and yeah, making their debut here, and I like that. Very live feel, wasn't it? Very, very, very cool. Yeah, it's great to see live music, great to see musicians actually doing their thing, and yeah, the riff in that one is awesome, isn't it? The bending power chord technique, exactly right. Love it a lot. Hello, American Noir, yeah, very cool. Bit of a, yeah, it was weird, isn't it, Thomas? It's like 60s rock, but with a bit of a, I think someone said the 2000s, bit of a 2000s twist going on there as well. Very nice, super dope, and good stuff to see. What is it Kim says? It's cool to see people playing together in person. I know. Good stuff there. Cool. We're going to move on to our next track here. And this is from a long-time supporter of the channel and supporter of the show, and a wonderful, wonderful person, and it is Tom and Co. You've probably seen Tom and Co. here in the chat from time to time. And Tom says, the following, a song I wrote 16 plus years ago finally came to life, recorded in GarageBand, mixed in Audio Master Pro, my very first ever release. So can we get some round of applause here for Tom and Co. I love these stories where folks have recording or they've made music in the past and they've finally got the opportunity to actually record it thanks to their phone or their iPad or their Mac, thanks to the wonderful world of GarageBand and home recording. So let's take a listen to this one. It's Tom and Co. It's a cool little ditty. It's called You Look Like the Girl Who's on TV. Let's take a listen live on Your Music Live.
Switch on every Saturday night. There's your smell the cab. Go out afterwards, there you are. It's the same smell for all to see. You look like the girls on TV. You look like the girls on TV. Very own version just for me. Like the girls on TV. to work on Monday morning. And all I wanna do is glimpse your face. Make some excuse to get up there and see her. Puts me back in my happy place. You look like the girls on TV. You look like the girls on TV. Very own version just for me. You look like the girls on TV. Jam inside the television and live a movie life with you. Sometimes I wish that you come running down those stairs and tell me any better sober day.
If you ever said that rock and roll doesn't have a place in 2021, I think we've proven by the first 3 tracks that we've played here on this show that just simply is not the case, because there is some great rock and pop and punk songs being produced by this community right here, right now. Yeah, I dig that chord progression in a big bad way. It's very 90s-y sort of grungy reminiscent, but Tom and Co. making your debut here, getting your songs out there. I love it. I love it, and I'm pretty sure you love it too. Thank you for sharing. Remember what we say: sharing is caring. Sharon is Karen. We're gonna play a couple of amazing female artists here now. So we've let the guys kick us off, but we're gonna switch gears here. And Rebecca McCartney is an artist that I've been digging a lot lately, and they said sorry for the late addition. I actually reached out to Rebecca because I said, we need to play a song of yours on Your Music Live. She says, I wrote this song with just the guitar and voice, thinking about a time when I realized I needed to leave a relationship that I was so comfortable in. I worked with a close friend in the New York Noise Studio to develop the song into its recorded version, which is contemplative, heartbreaking sound world about processing that decision. So I want you to sit back and relax. And thank you, Doctor's Orders, by the way. I appreciate you. Thank you, Doctor's Orders. Sorry, I forgot to. I missed on that one. I missed on the super chat. So thank you very much for your kind donation and for supporting live music here on Your Music Live and the community. So this is called Just Air. This is Rebecca McCartney on Your Music Live.
Come in, why don't you use the back door? Nobody needs to know. I'm saying nothing, biting back my tongue, or letting loose a fire and burn until I'm numb. Wrapping you in your words now, cutting you to your core. Oh, take me apart, I deserve it now. And my body is sore. Oh, I wanna feel you close, but you wear me to my bones. And even when the night is slow, need to breathe all on my own. Just air, just air. My skin is growing pale, dear. I think I need some time. Oh, I still love you. That's the worst part, when loving me's a crime.
Rebecca McCartney here on Your Music Live. I think the consensus is that Rebecca has an amazing voice, very operatic. Reminds me of, I forget her name, but there's an Australian band called George, and the lead singer is like an operatic trained, but then singing pop. And yeah, amazing stuff there from Rebecca McCartney Music. And here's the cool thing. You might have noticed this when we played this track. See this little thing down here that says provided to YouTube by DistroKid? Well, yeah, that's because Rebecca is smart enough to release her music using our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid. Yeah, that was a bit of an accidental segue, but we're going to talk about DistroKid for just a minute here, because if you are new to releasing music, or if you're on the fence about releasing your music, I want to tell you, and the folks here in the chat will tell you, DistroKid make it super, super simple. Just check out how many songs and albums and EPs that I've released over just the last 4 years using DistroKid. It is amazing. It's a great platform, and it is super simple. If you want to release your music, you sign up to DistroKid, use the link up there or down in the description. You come here to the upload button. All you need to do is put in all the metadata for your track. You tell it where you want it to go. You give it your name. You give it your image, your album artwork there. You give it the title, and then you upload your file. You then hit submit, and it's on its way. It is really that simple. It takes me about 10 minutes now, and that's because I triple check everything. But it's really that easy to get your music out there, and then it goes out, and look at all the different platforms that it goes to. Yeah, you got your stuff on iTunes, you got it on YouTube, on Instagram, on Apple Music, on Pandora, on Twitter, on TikTok. It's everywhere. Your music goes everywhere, and it's a really easy thing to do. So if you are in the market, if you are an independent artist and you want to get your music out there, consider our sponsors, DistroKid. They are cool people, and they provide a very cool service to the independent music community. Let's continue on here, shall we? Dragon Lady Music Experience is someone we have heard from before, but we want to hear from again. And they say, inspired by a tweet about Disney being reanimated from a cryogenic slumber and returning to life, but his soul cannot return to his body. Hence, he is a soulless despite his riches and vanity to be frozen for the future. I seem to miss the beginning of the show lately. Sorry, that's all right. The kids are about at a distraction at that time, and I forget it's on. That's fine. We have replays here. That's the beautiful part of music and the YouTubes in 2021. You can catch on the replay if you miss out, but we're going to give this one a spin. This is Dragon Lady Music Experience and a tune called You Are here on Your Music Live. Yep, it sounds like Stand Aside Björk It is time for Dragon Lady Music Experience. What a very, very cool track there. And thank you for sharing it. Do not be a stranger. Please share more of that coolness, because that just, yeah, it's so eclectic. I love the mix of songs that we have here. We've rocked out. We've had some real emotional feelings stuff. And then we've had some ridiculously cool eclectic tunes just like that one as well. We got a whole lot more coming up here today, folks. By the way, we're only 20 minutes in. We've still got an hour and 40 minutes of amazing, top-notch live music for you here today, including someone who is a great artist, but also a fantastic person. She is an Australian, lives over in the eastern states here in Australia. She runs music production for women, which is her brand. She does a podcast. She has a website. And she has a community of female producers. And we simply don't have enough female producers of music in the world. I read, and actually she had on her website the other day, she had a post there that said that whilst 40% of artists are female, or 30%, something like that, only 4% of music producers are female. So yeah, we need to do more and more to encourage more diversity in music. It can only be a good thing. So we're going to give, she's got a brand new EP. It's of course Xylo Arya. She's got a brand new EP that has just been released, and this is a very, very cool song from that EP. It is called Think About Yesterday. Xylo Arya on Your Music Live.
Today's been so yellow, and I'm wondering what has changed. It's only that you're gone. Your voice has been a constant in my days. For too long, and I didn't know where I was going without you there. Without you, I was scared. And now you're out. I'm wondering why it took me so long, and I took so many times. But I don't wanna think about yesterday, 'cause it'll only hold me back to when I thought I'd feel you inside my head. Been telling myself it'll be all okay, 'cause you were so far from everything I thought I'd feel.
Xylo Arya. If you are aware of her, you already know she's awesome. If you are not, yeah, I've got a feeling you're going to go down the rabbit hole. Go and check her out. If you want to learn more about her and her music and MPW, Music Production for Women, check the channel here. In fact, I did an interview with her, and that's got all the links to all the places that you can catch Xylo Arya and the great work that she does. There are so many cool people in the community, but those that bring other people and encourage other people in the community to keep creating and to do more have a place in my heart. They warm me in the cockles, and Xylo Arya is a great artist in her own right, but also a fantastic collaborator and bringer together of people. Let's grab a tune here, and correct me if I'm wrong, but American Noir, I think I saw you here in the chat. I don't think we've played one of your tunes before. If we have, maybe one or two, and it's been a while. So They Say Music recorded 1999 using a Yamaha home keyboard and supplemental instrumentation using Flex and Nexus VSTs in 2021 on FL Studio. Original performance video shot in 1999 and supplemental character video shot in 2021 using a Tyco video camera. No fooling. Those little Tycos. Oh, those are cool. All right, let's give this one a spin. It's called My Radar and it is America Noir. Let's take a look and a listen, shall we, here on Your Music Live.
Hello, Mr. Radar. Hello, Mr. Sky. Hey, Mr. Radar. Tell me what's in your eyes. Can you see what's on the horizon? Can you feel the wind in your hair? And when you raise your hand to the sky, do you feel a charge in the air?
I can feel it coming round again. I can feel it coming round again.
I've noticed, Mr. Radar, you never sleep at night. You never wake, Mr. Radar. You never bask in the light. I speak in words and you in numbers, silent and calm. You have one hand, Mr. Radar, but you have nothing to hold.
I can feel it coming round again. I can feel it coming round again.
Piqued your interest? Yeah. Yeah. The cool thing about this, and you might be thinking, if you're new to the show, you might be thinking, why does he only play a minute or two of every song? Well, it's because it's for a couple of reasons. Number one, we can get through a whole lot more music, and as you can probably see by folks asking for their songs to be played, we got a lot of folks, and we got a big backlog of music to get through and to catch up on. And number two, it means that you're more likely to go and check them out, because who's not going to go over to America Noir's channel now and watch the rest of that video? It's irresistible, isn't it? So you got to get over there and check it out. Very, very cool. There you go. My Radar is now on My Radar. Very cool stuff, and we love it because you get diversity here. You get all sorts of music. We play not just one genre. We play all the genre of music, and we have a good old time doing it, including our good friend Michael, aka Zeeland Band, is my Zeeland Band friend over there in Canada in the house. Z or Z has got a little ditty here. This one's called The End. It has only just begun. A tale about who you might not be, with a little truth about life mixed into taste. Ooh, I like it. It sounds so ominous. We got some ominosity today. So it's a word. How do I know? I just made it up. Let's come over here and take a listen to Michael, aka Zeeland Band, on Your Music Live. Let's do it.
Push your debt forward, the past is changed to dust. Don't be one of those cowards, letting your metal to rust. Then the morning comes, you lay in a pool of sweat, slashed by rays of the sun. The end, it has only just begun. see a broken self. The church bells have run. The end, it has only just begun.
How cool is that from Michael, aka Zealand Band? Yeah, the fast drums, the slow guitar, got it all going on there. You never know. I always say this, and I know it's cliche to say, but you never know what you're going to get. When you hit play on a Michael, aka Zealand Band tune, you just never know what's going to come out the other side. And it's always quality, though. Absolutely always quality stuff. Speaking of quality stuff, an artist by the name of Jay has been sharing music here, and we've played maybe 4 or 5 Jay tracks, and they always get a really good response because Jay is awesome. And this week, Jay says, "Hey, Pete, hope everyone is having a great time on Your Music Live." I think we are. Who's having a great time? Hands up. It's been a long 2-year journey to get to this point, but I'm proud to say I finally finished my new album, Homeland. Woot! Yep, congratulations. Good job. This song, titled No Man's Land, along with 9 other tracks, are now available on all the major streaming platforms. I can't wait for you to all hear them. I just wanted to thank both the Slaps and Studio Live Today community for all their help and support during the process, and I hope you enjoy this track as well as the rest of the album. Well, that's bloody good news, Jay. I'm very proud and happy to hear that, because we've been spruiking you and saying to folks how much they should check out your music for a very long time now. So we're going to play this tune here over on slaps.com. If you're not aware of slaps.com, it is from our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid. It is an free online music sharing platform that you should check out. Go to slaps.com and you can do things like follow our man Jay, which is something that I've already done here. So let's give this one a spin, shall we? Jay with No Man's Land on Your Music Live.
I was born on the front lines, for a land that is not mine. Fire rains down, leave my mind behind. Let my eyes in the skies looking for a sign. Among the soldiers who whine and weep, I pray the Lord my soul to keep. This belly of dirt cannot save me, cannot save me, cannot save me.
We are strangers to our past lives, let them think on the good times. Enemies rise, trying to survive. If we all band together, we can stay alive. We leave the trench we dug so deep. Bullets fly, we crawl and creep. Sirens still wailing on repeat, wailing on repeat, wailing on repeat.
We will fight till the sun goes down.
We will fight till the sun goes down.
Nothing's gonna break us down.
Nothing's gonna break us down.
It don't matter who we lose.
It don't matter who we
We
lose.
won't stop stomping our
We
boots.
won't stop stomping our boots.
We will fight till the sun goes down.
We will fight till the sun goes down.
Nothing's gonna break us down.
Nothing's gonna break us.
It don't matter who we lose.
It don't matter who we lose.
We won't stop stomping our boots. Creeping up to the enemy's place, we all lean up against the wall. Bust down the door, looking left or right. My trigger finger twitching, click around my wrist is ticking. I'm scared for my life, cold edge of a knife. As I round another corner, I get thrown into a fight. We stab, shoot, and bleed till they got us underneath. The last thing I see.
A little Linkin Park sound going on there from Jay. Yeah, another rockin' tune from Jay. We got the fire. We got the lightning bolts. Yeah, a great track. Is it just me, or is everyone just bringing the fire in a big bad way here today? I think so. I think we've had an amazing start to the show, and things can only get better. Don't sing, Pete. Just let the people play. All right, let's kick straight on to our next tune, shall we? And we're going to play a tune from Mr. Colin Stanton. And Colin says about this tune. Now, I've got some in the backlog here, Colin, but I'm lazy. I'm going to play the one that you've submitted most recently because it looks kind of cool. You say this was actually my sampling of sound effects for the guitar on a Tascam 2488. It was fun to do, a bit unusual, so I wanted to share it for the buzz, if nothing else. Very cool stuff, and it looks like we got a cool video going on with this one as well. Now, Colin has just discovered DistroKid as well, so he's just started releasing all his music using DistroKid, which, as we know, is the way to go, because if you use the link up there or down in the description, you're going to save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan, and you can be like Colin and be cool and release your music to the world. Let's take a listen to this one. It's called Aint Shopping Now. Colin Stanton on Your Music Live. Yeah, a little bit Santana-ish, isn't it, there? From our man Colin Stanton doing some, the call and response, the intertwined guitars there were great. Yeah, all round, everyone digging on the guitars there from Colin Stanton. Thank you for sharing that one. Remember, sharing is caring. If you dig this show, there's two things you can do. You can hit the big thumbs up button down below if you want to, if you're finding it fun, and you can share. So there's a share button down there as well. So share with your aunties, your uncles, your nephews, your cleaning ladies, your I don't know. I try to make up something new every week, but I'm low on inspiration. So instead, we're just going to play a tune here from Travis Broick, who creates some epic tunes, and let's choose this one. He says, this is over onto the SoundClouds. Travis says, a track from the first album I took seriously back in 2017, our minor errors in life growing beyond our control, like a flame exploding into a wildfire, so to speak. It is what I wanted to illustrate with the music. Please play from the beginning or the 2-minute mark. Giving me options here. We'll just go from the beginning here at Travis. So this is over on the SoundClouds. By the way, you can check out this and all of the songs we play. They're all linked down in the description. So I do the hard work for you. If you want to relive the awesomeness of all the songs we play here, go down to the description. Every artist is linked there. If you're watching live, you may just have to refresh your browser or your video because I add them as we go because I don't know the order I'm playing in them until I play them. So let's play this one, shall we? Travis Broick and Watch the World Burn. Doesn't it take you on a journey, that one? Yeah, I know. I'm glad I played it from the beginning too. Really cool. Yeah, massive sound and good stuff there from Travis Browick. And once again, yeah, prog-tastic. And Travis's tune and all of the tunes that we play here today are linked down below. And you want to get over to SoundCloud and check out Travis's stuff and check out his albums because, yeah, if you thought that was cool, everything is like that. All of his tunes are like that and very, very cool. Thank you to the Metal Head Hippie. Cheers, Jeff. Appreciate the kind donation. And thank you for the kind words. Yeah, I know I buried the lead and I know people wanted me to get here with the party poppers and go, yay! But yeah, it's super humbling that we have 100,000 members of this community now. And look, the heap of you that are here live and that are watching on the replay are obviously very, very active. And I do appreciate you. And everyone that has watched a video, has shared a video, you help keep the lights on around here at Studio Live Today Studio. More than that, you help create music and you help encourage others. So I believe in the whole pay it forward mentality. So I believe that I try to put good vibes out there into the world. And then I really hope that you take those and then pass those on to other people. And then it creates this chain reaction, this effect of positivity that's going to mean more music is created in the world. And yes, we will be having a bit of a live show in the next week or so. So watch this space for that as well. But we don't want to distract from the awesome music that we've got being played here today on Your Music Live, including this next one here from Mr. Rick Rowan. I like to roll my R's. And for those of you that are missing the beach right now, where it's not warm weather like it is here, it's about 30 degrees today, you'll probably dig this one. Rick says, I was listening to a lot of Beach Boys and Ventures. Grab your board and catch a wave. So let's go over here and do that indeed with this tune by Rick Rowan. It's called Forever on Your Music Live. This track just picked me up, pulled me from the frozen hellscape of northern Canada and planted me on a beach on Hilton Head Island. Absolutely love it, right? How cool is it? A little bit of a beachy vibe there from our man Ryan. Rick Rowan, get it together, Johns. I'm going to leave Mike Hogarth's name right up there. Hogarth. I just changed your name. Sorry, Mike. You're now Hogarth. Mike Haggith, because we played a Mike Haggith tune last week, and to say people dug it would be an understatement because people really, really dug Mike's work. And Mike submitted another song here this week, and I got some good news for you folks. I've actually invited Mike to drop in here on the show. So we're going to be doing an interview next week. So yeah, watch this space for more details and more information about that one. But for now, why don't we give this tune a spin? Mike says, An Act of Strength is the fourth track of my latest full-length album, Bridges, and tells the story of a friend who overcame domestic violence and kicked her abuser to the curb. Here. While it focuses on the immediate aftermath and traces her feelings of isolation, loneliness, and reflection, I think it's ultimately a song about fighting for yourself when no one else will, and prevailing. I hope you enjoy. Well, let's give this one a spin here, shall we? This is Mike Haggith and An Act of Strength here on Your Music Live. Very cool indeed, yeah. Did Paul McCartney invent indie? Probably. A serious toe tapper there for sure. Hey, Jerry Gomes, hope you're doing well. Yeah, very good stuff. And Mike Haggith, definitely someone to keep an eye on. And he is, as Thomas said before, he's the real deal. He's creating his own music. He's releasing it. He's actually creating physical media, which is also something that a lot of people aren't doing these days. So we'll be chatting with Mike here on the show next week. So again, I'm just getting all the details sorted out there, but that will be on Thursday next week, I believe. I think it's following on from Jade's show, so it should be a double banger interview day next week, which should be a lot of fun. So keep an eye out for that one. Let us grab our next tune here, shall we? Let me just make sure I added that. I did. So all the songs are added down in the description. So once again, if you do want to go and check them out, you can check them out straight down in the description. Let's grab this one. We haven't played a Night Train 1988 tune for a couple of weeks. So you know what I like to do? I like to do a 1988 double header, and you know what that means. So hang tight, folks. You got a couple of cool things coming up here. So Night Train 1988. Our friend Al says, "Hey Pete, so this is a cover of The Courage of the Fall by South African band Civil Twilight, recorded using GarageBand on iPad Pro and mastered using Final Touch." And that is from our friend Al, aka Night Train 1988. So let's give this one a spin here, shall we? The Courage of the Fall, Night Train 1988. On Your Music Live.
hearts are made to live alone. That's why I have my enemies. Whenever I close my eyes, they're all I can see. Every man needs his savior. Every savior needs his task. But which one am I? The man or the one behind the mask? What comes first? The courage or the fall?
I say this about a lot of artists that we play on this show, but you folks just keep getting better and better. Like, seriously, from the first stuff that I heard Night Train do and then through all of the other tunes, like every time I hear a tune, it's almost like Al's just continuing to build upon and build upon and build upon and keep creating better and better music. So keep it up. Great job. Good work. Hits you right in the feels, doesn't it? It's in the feels, in the warm cockles of your heart. And there, the oohs. I love a good ooh and I love a good ah. Very good stuff indeed. You're right. Practice makes perfect. Or you know what we like to say around here? Practice makes progress. Because, Kronk Song's about as close to perfect as you get. If you weren't aware, Kronk Song does the amazing theme music for this very show. So this, to me, is a perfect theme song. So, there is close to perfection, but I like to instead say practice makes progress. We can all progress. Thank you, Corey James Melisma. Thank you very much for the kind donation. We always appreciate that. And, you help keep the lights on. And you know who else keeps the lights on around here? That is our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid. We could not do this without them. They've been on board for over a year now. Yes, 12 months. 50 plus shows DistroKid have been here as our major sponsor, and we thank them tremendously because they keep the lights on around here and they make sure that I can continue presenting your wonderful music. Yes, you should be blushing. Speaking of someone else who should be blushing, look, I'm wearing the t-shirt. So you know that we're going to have to play us some Delicate Giants. And my apologies to Russ8889. I missed this track last week. It came in just after I pulled the details for the show, because I do it the night before and then I go to bed, then I get up and then I play the show. So we will play this week. So the Delicate Giants. Russ says, well, don't really know where you should play this from. Everyone loves the end of this Pink Floyd cover that starts at 4:25, or to play from the start and let people go to my channel and hear it all. Maybe put it to a vote. Well, I'm just going to play it from the start because I like playing things from the start, hearing the build. And then it means you can go over and hear the whole thing on Russ's channel. Everyone thinks we sound like Floyd, so here you are, Comfortably Numb, possibly the most well-known track with the Delicate Giants spin on it. I made 2 versions of the video to make sure you wouldn't get any claims. Thank you, my friend. And this is dedicated to Russ's sister, Deb, who passed away last weekend or 2 weekends ago. So condolences, Russ. And I know everyone here in the community wishes you and your family all the best. So let's give this one a spin, shall we hear? The Delicate Giants, these guys right here, Comfortably Numb on Your Music Live. There is just so much going on in that. Yeah, I agree. Ear candy, amazing stuff. Because if you listen really closely, the layers of that, Russ's production is top notch as always. But if you listen to his cousin Gary's guitar, the Spanish guitar, like the acoustic, and there's some parts where the lead electric and acoustic are just like so perfectly in sync. It's a sign of an amazing musician and amazing production quality. So very well done there from the one, the only Russ. 88-89, a tremendous cover and definitely worth the wait. So sorry it was a week late, but I think you'll agree that it was definitely worth the wait. And I wear my Delicate Giants t-shirts with pride. T-shirts? I only have one. T-shirt with pride because I love Russ and I love the Delicate Giants. We're going to sneak one more track in here before the toilet break, and I'm going to play our buddy Cy. No Emis is the name he goes, which took me a very long time, far too long to realise is actually Simon backwards. Because he's one of those Simons that's spelt with an E in it. So No Emis is Simeon backwards. No Emis. I love it. I love it. I love a good punny name that has a bit of meaning. So we're going to play this track and then we're going to jump in to our toilet break. So let's cue this one up here. This is Red Lines. Now about this one, Size says, Red Lines was the final track completed for my last album, The Digital Delusion, and started out as a jam in AUM, trying to do something in the vague style of Tangerine Dream. It had a turbulent summer. I'd had a turbulent summer dealing with a problem in my life, which resulted in an angry track, which is also on the album. Red Lines was the cathartic rebound. There you go. The yang to the yin of the other track. Music is a healer, and it's great to complete the album with positivity. I agree. Here. Music is definitely a healer. I know you're sick of me saying this if you've been around before, but when you're feeling really low, music can bring you back to somewhere closer to normal. When you're feeling okay, music makes you feel good. When you're feeling good, music makes you feel just great. And if you're already feeling great, well, music can take you to a euphoric state that no other artificial substance can, in my personal, humble opinion. Anyway, let's give this one a spin here. This is No Emis with Red Lines on your Music Live. Yeah, we can't go a week without saying Psy is effing good. Yes, Psy effing, otherwise known as No Emis, and bringing, a bit of a Miami Vice kind of vibe to that one. A nice creative video as usual as well from our friend there, Psy, No Emis. All right, okay. You know what time it is. Yeah, it's that time where I take myself a little comfort stop, and you get to rock out to an epic tune. And well, this week have we got an epic tune for you to rock out to. By the way, don't go anywhere, because in the second half here, we've got new Lily Pillies for you. We've got some Drag Gurus. We've got some Kronk Song, and we've got some Wolf Stone Studio. So I mean, just that alone, plus like another 10 other amazing tracks that we're going to play there. That should be enough to keep you hanging on. But for the next 3.5 minutes, while I have a quick comfort stop here, the toilet break, it is going to be, yes, our friends, the Chandler Brothers. I know many of you are Chandler Brothers fans. I love them so much, I bought the t-shirt. Actually, that's not true. I love them so much, they sent me the t-shirt. So I wear my Chandler Brothers t-shirt with pride as well. And they say about this one, cheers, Pete. We're excited to share with the community our newest tune released through the great DistroKid. This fun, loving rock tune takes us on a journey with a cast of 3 characters embracing freedom on the open road. As always, recorded in GarageBand, mastered in Final Touch, and the video made in LumaFusion. Thank you for consideration. Well, not only did we consider it, we're putting it on the pedestal that is the toilet break. So let's rock out to some Chandler Brothers, shall we? Run to the Sun here on Your Music Live.
Funny how time
The one, the only Chandler brothers there. I've had a couple of visitors that have popped into the studio here to say hello. And look, they are rocking their Studio Live Today merchandise. Charlotte's creating some frogs, which are green, which means they're see-through, which is awesome. It is this one's birthday, 10 years old today. So I thought we would say a quick happy birthday. Should we sing to you? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Charlotte. Happy birthday to you. 10 years old today. So what are we doing today to celebrate your birthday? You got a party coming up?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is it going to be fun?
Yeah.
Yeah? Good. I'm glad.
Microphone.
There you go. So we're going to say thank you to that. And Jasmine, of course, here. Jasmine, the big sister who has to wrangle her all day. So, yeah, Studio Live Today. Go to studiolivetoday.com and buy your own hoodie, buy your own merch.
I'm tired. I've been up since 6:30 because it's her birthday.
I know, yeah. It's all very tired. All right, cool. Thank you, folks. Thank you, guys, for popping on by. We're going to get on with the show. We got more music to play here. So thank you for dropping on by. I'll see you in 1 hour's time, and we'll hang out and we'll have some breakfast, yeah? Cool. Now we've got to get back and play some more music. So thank you all for being here. Take your frogs, and we'll be back into it. There you go. Look, you got lots of people saying thank you. Say happy birthday. You did. You made it to double digits. Well done. And now your frogs are all on the floor. Bye, buddy. Have a good morning. Don't knock over the green screen. You could spoil the illusion. I mean, not the green screen. Careful of my expensive speakers over on the back there on your way out. Thank you, folks. Yeah, we're good. Thank you, everybody, for the kind words there. Yes, it is that time of the year where it's birthdays and it's Christmas and it's everything going on here. So yeah. Thank you to the Chandler brothers for submitting that awesome tune. I think you agree that the Chandler brothers just bring. No one does that rocket traveling sort of on the road party vibe quite like the Chandler brothers. They are super cool. So yes, we do thank the Chandler brothers for doing that. Buster. Well, yeah, I know, and it was so realistic. Who would have thought it? Who would have thought that it's not actually a real studio? All right, let's kick things off here for the second half with an Australian artist. We've had a few Aussie artists here on the show here today, and we're going to play this artist. This is the Lily Pillies. Now, we've played a Lily Pillies tune a few weeks back. As I mentioned then, they've been played on other shows, on Thomas Christ's show, on You Rock, on Ron Ward's Indie Live, and they say, hi, Pete. I don't know if I'm pushing the friendship by submitting another song, but here goes. This song was recorded in GarageBand. We gave it a bit of a revamp so we could include it in our Maybe Someday EP released just a few weeks ago. Our intention was to create something that was pure pop with an indie feel. The guitars were played by a very cool 13-year-old. Bringing on the kids. I love it. Congrats on reaching 100,000 subscribers. You should be very proud. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. So let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is I'm Hypnotised. The Lily Pillies out of Sydney, Australia, here on Your Music Live.
To live, I learned to fly, I learned to stay afloat so I can survive. I'm like the sun, I'm like the rain, I'll be whatever makes you come back again. Is there more than this, more than this, more than what I already know? There's no reason for loneliness. And I'm hypnotized, hypnotized by you. I've seen a mountain of emptiness. And I'm hypnotized, mesmerized by you. I tried to hide inside my disguise. Tried my best not to pick a fight. I learned to run, I learned to crawl. I've got no parachute that's catching my fall. I'm like the sun, I'm like the moon. I'll be whatever if you come back to me soon. Is there more
Very cool. Little bit of poppy, rocky goodness there for you with the Lily Pillies. Bit of a John Mayer vibe, you reckon, Jenny? Yeah, potentially. Get over and check out all of the Lily Pillies. Very cool tunes and tracks there. And another artist that I'm actually hoping to get as a co-host here on a Creator Town Hall one week, because we do that on a Thursday night here in Australia. I'm taking the opportunity to get some Australian artists in to have a chat to, and so that we can dive a bit deeper in and find out how they're creating this cool stuff. Because one thing to sit here and listen to it, it's another thing to find out how they do it, because you learn a lot from listening to other people's music, but also how they actually create that music is super important as well, and is a great way to learn. Let's play this next track here. This is from our friend Tom Carrera, and Tom says this song started out as a jazzy instrumental piece playing around with a digital drum set, then morphed into the final piece. No social message, just a fun, upbeat song. You need both, don't you? Sometimes you need to get your message out there, and sometimes you just need to have some fun with a bit of a vibey, upbeat song, and that's what we got from our friend Papa Tom here, Tom Carrera, and he's got a song here called Deja Vu, and we're going to play it live on Your Music Live.
There's a feeling I get when I walk into this place. I know I've been here before in this very certain space. There's people looking at me as if I don't belong, yet the words are familiar. I know this song. I've got a sweat coming on and I think I'm gonna shake. My mind is racing, I know it's gonna break. Oh, can you help me? Deja vu. Oh, can you help me? Deja vu, deja vu, deja vu. There's a whole new generation and a whole new point of view. Their political agenda, you know there's nothing new. I've got a sweat coming on and I think I'm gonna shake. My mind
I agree. Never quite know what you get with Tom, do you? Yeah, a bit of a surprise there from our man Papa Tom on that track. A bit of deja vu. And if you've got deja vu because you feel like you watched this show just last week, well, you did. You know why? Because we're here every week. And you know how we can be here every week? Yeah, it is DistroKid. It's our friends over at DistroKid. If you're not aware of DistroKid, it is the easiest way to get your music online for less than $20 per year. You can release an unlimited amount of music, songs, EPs, albums. Just check out how many that I've released here. And it's as simple as signing up using the link down in the description. And then once you're set up, you can start uploading, and uploading literally takes 10 minutes, 15 minutes if you want to double and triple check, which I suggest you do, and you can get your music out there to Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Deezer, TikTok. I don't care where you want it. DistroKid are going to put it there. And they have a bunch of cool features, which we've shown on previous videos. If you want to learn more about them, head over to my DistroKid FAQ. Just go to studiolivetoday.com/DistroKid, and you can find out all the ways that DistroKid can help you get your music out there to the wide open world. Let's play this next tune here. This is someone that we've played a few times in the past, and I encourage them to share some more songs because they play and create some great music, and that is Sticks for Guns. Our buddy Richard Murphy, aka Sticks for Guns, and we've got another tune here this week, quite a new one, and it is called Lost in Finding Myself. And they say another electronic instrumental tune, always looking to give plenty of layers, keep people guessing where it's going. Here. You got to keep people guessing. You got to make sure that that you're full of surprises. You don't want people just knowing exactly what you're doing all the time. So let's give this one a spin, shall we? Sticks for Guns, Lost in Finding Myself on Your Music Live. Always something cool, always something with a different kind of vibe there. Sticks for Guns. Yeah, it would be good for a late night drive. Very, very cool. Yeah, Tom was mentioning there that DistroKid put your music in places you didn't even know existed. And Al Nitro 1988 says, yeah, you know what you mean, Tom. After I uploaded my album to DistroKid, I kept getting messages from them saying your album is now on some obscure streaming platform. And that's the cool thing. People could discover your music somewhere that you've never heard of. Doesn't mean they haven't ever heard of it, because they may love music over there. But yeah, how cool was that bass line on that one? And Sticks for Guns is indeed, like, it's memorable. It's one of the most memorable artist names. And whenever I see a Sticks for Guns tune being shared, I go and play it because it just resonates with me. I'm not into violence and I'm not into guns, but Sticks for Guns just makes me laugh. It's funny. I know we got, do we have any French folks here? I know we got some French Canadians who are here in the chat, part of the community. Hey, Mark. Hey, Michael. But we got a French tune for you here. Acoustic guitar music in French. It has a weirdly creative sound. It's about people who always have excuses not to hang out. And I just thought that was a really cool introduction. And then when I checked out the track and had a quick listen, I'm like, yeah, this is going to vibe with the Your Music Live community. So let's give this one a spin. I think you're going to dig it. It is from Maclenham. Yes, we'll go with that. And it is called Malade, and we're going to listen to it live here. Michael, Mark, get your translations ready, because if I play anything really horribly rude, I'm not going to know it. Let's give this one a spin here. Malade on Your Music Live.
J'avais de la misère, j'enduis de la misère aussi. Hier, j'avais de la misère, j'enduis de la misère aussi. She
As usual, Mark is helping us out with the French translation. So malade means sick, like a malady, and Mac and Lamb would be the name of the band. How cool is that? Yeah, the tempo changes, everything about this. Yeah, very 90s-esque kind of video, the sort of thing for our Australian friends you'd see on Rage at 3 a.m. back in the day. A total bop, and yeah, I dig it. So yeah, I love it. I love it when we get something that's, highly polished, professional, radio-ready stuff. And then I love it when we get just the weird and the eclectic and the humor. A little bit of humor in music is a great thing. Just the right amount of quirky in there, 100%. Very, very cool. We're going to do a quick catch-up session here because I got some tunes that were submitted a while ago. So we're going to do a quick fire, let's play a minute of about 4 or 5, 6 tunes in a row just to see if we can get caught up on some of these that have been missed out from previous weeks, because we get so many songs in here and I try to mix up the styles and vary things that I don't get to everything all the time. So we're going to play this one. This is Moto Strike. I came up with this drop and popped it in my head. I tried mixing it, but it sounded better in my head. I don't have much of an explanation for it, but I made it myself, and we love folks that are making stuff themselves. So let's take a listen to this. This is our friend Josiah Manley, Moto Strike with Evolution. How cool is that? Some crazy retro vibes there. Very nice build. Moto Strike Evolution. Sounds good to me too. I know I'm digging the music here today because I've got a sore neck from all the nodding along. I'm like, yes, yes, yes. So I'm going to have to go a little bit easy. So if I'm not nodding quite as vigorously for the rest of the show, you know why. It's nothing personal. It's that I've over nodded my neck. And I'm an old man, so I don't want to hurt myself because then I'll be out of action and we can't do that. I'm trying to find, I'm playing some different artists. Nux, you've got a track here that says it doesn't exist, so maybe you've resubmitted that since then. So please get back to us, Nux, if calling Nux, if you were thinking it had a track that should be played. It said it didn't exist. This one looks like it exists, so we've already had one beach tune, so let's play another beach tune. I made this short instrumental track in FL Studio Mobile on my iPhone. It's supposed to be played while at the beach. Well, okay, everyone, grab your coolers, head on down to the beach, and we're going to listen to this one here. This is Omega. Oops, it's already playing. This is Omega XY and a little ditty about the beach called The Beach to be played at the beach. beachy vibe there. Omega XY on your Music Live. Pretty chilly. Where's my pina colada? Yeah, it's 23 degrees Celsius here, which is what, in the 70s over here today? Very, very nice weather here in Adelaide at the moment because it is summer. It is officially summertime in Australia. Eloquent Wizard is a cool name for an artist. All of my music is instrumental, but the theme of this album was to create characters. The song was intended to invoke the image of a mysterious hooded figure, as the title suggests. It's a dungeon synth. There you go. Eloquent Wizard. I love the name, and this is called A Mysterious Hooded Figure, and we're going to listen to it on your Music Live eventually. Very cool. Yeah, a bit of a Lord of the Rings vibe going on there. Eloquent Wizard. Once again, give yourself a name that's going to be memorable, folks, because you're going to remember Eloquent Wizard. You're going to get to the end of the show and go, oh yeah, Eloquent Wizard. -1 degrees for Fico in Croatia. And Frixie says that the Irish are saying nothing about the temperature. Yeah, I know. It's not super. It never gets very cold here. Like a very, very cold day might be 8 or 9 degrees Celsius, which is what, 40, 50 for Fahrenheit, folks. So yeah, never. It's very rarely freezing or even close to freezing here in Adelaide, Australia. At least some parts of Australia get a bit colder, but not here in good old Radelaide. And yes, we do call it that. Long story. I'll tell you about it later. This is the Black Rake. They say Scapular Winging Recordings presents the Black Rake performing a happy song about human kindness. Recorded in GarageBand iOS as a demo for my band, mastered on the Mac using Lursen Mastering Console. The entire song runs about 1 minute 30, so don't sneeze or you'll miss it. Thank you, Pete, Jade, Thomas, et al. For supporting independent music. Well, thank you to you. And we're going to give this one a spin. The Black Rake with One Hell of a Girl here on your Music Live. Let's do it.
Well, you know she's one hell of a girl. Oh, well, you know she's one hell of a girl. She's one hell of a good girl, and she really rocks my world. Well, you know she's one hell of a girl. Last night I had a beautiful dream. Last night I had a beautiful dream. Last night I had a gorgeous dream that things would not be as they seem. Last night I had a beautiful dream. Well, you know she's one hell of a girl. Oh, well, you know she's one hell of a girl. She's one hell of a good girl, and she really rocks my world. Well, you know she's one hell of a girl. She hasn't been ruined by life. Oh, no, she hasn't been ruined by life. The things in the world that fuck us up have made her fill her heart with love. She hasn't been ruined by life. Well, you know she's one hell of a girl. Well, you know she's one hell of a girl. She's one hell of a good girl, and she really rocks my world. Well, you know she's one hell of a girl. She's one hell
I love it. Yeah, we don't have enough country vibe around here, and that is very, very cool. I dig it. Yoo-hoo! Yep, a little bluegrassy, yeah. Nothing like a bit of bluegrass. Bluegrass on a Saturday morning or a Friday afternoon, evening, depends where you are in the world, I guess. Wherever you're tuning in from, I hope you're having fun. We still got about half an hour left to go, so plenty of songs still in the tank here. And then Mr. Thomas Christ will be live and exclusive. No, not exclusive, but he'll be live, and he'll be playing a lot of his tunes straight after this one. Let's grab this one. This is from Janija Medved and Dominic Torregrossa. I haven't played this one, and this one came in like a month ago. So this is an example of why you got to be patient. So hi Pete, here's a fun little song written by my friend and Songwriters Anonymous Facebook group member. She sent me this song as a bass vocal demo. I added the additional instruments, arranged and mixed the song. Janasia did the video production. I hope you enjoy 1,000 Cookies. I think I will enjoy this. I like all the stuff that Dominic does, so I'm pretty sure we'll enjoy this. Let's you and I take a listen to this one, shall we? 1,000 Cookies here on Your Music Live.
Gonna sit at home. I have flour for 1,000 cookies and I hate to bake alone. So I won't let you forget. I won't let, 'cause we've got things to do. And butter, but I only get a taste. What am I to do without the sugar? It shouldn't go to waste. So don't think twice if it feels nice to come and bake again. Take your time, but there's no crime if we do it every now and then.
1,000 Cookies. How cool is that one? I agree. Sounds good. Nice vocals. Very rock and tune. And some hot bass grooves going on there from our friend Dominic Torregrossa, along with Janeja Medved as well. Good stuff. Thank you for sharing. You know what we say about sharing, folks. Sharing is caring. Sharon is Karen. If you're having fun here today, hit the thumbs up button. If you want to share with someone else and get them to come along and enjoy the show too, then go ahead and do that. We're going to play some orchestra clips here now, and I know that there's plenty of Formula One fans out there. Russ, I know you like a bit of Formula One, and Orchestra Clips says, hi Pete, I thought I'd share with you a cover of the Formula One theme song, played during every Grand Prix, or Grand Prix, as you'd say if you're an ignorant fool like me. Never quite got into the Grand Prix. We used to have one here in Adelaide, the Australian Grand Prix, and then Melbourne stole it away from us, and we're not bitter about it at all, bloody Melbourne. Victorian still and stuff. No, it's fine. It was loud and it was a little bit annoying because all the streets were closed down. Because you know what's cool about a street circuit? When you live in the country that it's in, absolutely nothing. It's the most inconvenient thing in the world. Anyway, I digress. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? The Formula One theme, Orchestra Clips on Your Music Live. sorry. I'll stop that now. Yeah, nicely done. Very good stuff. The Formula One Grand Prix was held here in Adelaide, South Australia, the Australian Grand Prix from 1985 through to 98. It was a long time. And the one thing I remember the most, because I was a little nerdy kid, I went to the Grand Prix a couple of times, but we used to have like an old UHF TV, and I worked out that if you tuned the UHF TV to like some weird ass channel that was right at one end of the dial, I could actually pick up the transmission of the security cameras from the track. So I would sit there at night and watch this live streaming footage of like the track and like just what was going on there and people wandering around and like the security guard walking past, and yeah, I thought it was kind of cool. So yeah, those were the days where they would just broadcast closed circuit. So the very definition of closed circuit usually means it should be closed, but it was open broadcast out to the world. So that was really interesting that we could get that. And I did play a lot of the F1 game on PlayStation. But I used to have the old Mad Catz wheels. Anyone get into that? Like the old PlayStation 1, the Formula 1 game back in 97, 98, something like that. Anyway. Let us continue on, because we have some more amazing tunes of yours to get to, and let's play this one. This, I think, is a first-timer. I think we've got a first-timer here. This is Vega Venera, and the tune is called In Love With Who You Were, and they say, two brothers, a home studio, a couple of years working. We tried to make a powerful synth pop track with a dark feeling, and we're about to find out exactly how that went down. So let's take a listen to this one. Vega Venera, In Love With Who You Were, on your Music Live.
Does it hurt when you cry? Think about you and I. I'm in love with who you were before we met. Cause you're not quite the same. Now that you know my name, I'm in love with who you were before we met. I can't forget. I live to miss in your heart. I live to miss in your heart. I live to miss in your heart.
Right. Yeah, some amazing synth sounds there, and a very full mix, if you know what I mean. Like, you can tell when something is just put together really nicely, just the right levels of compression and EQ there, just to let everything sit nicely in the mix. So I agree. Yeah, very Euro, bit of a Euro synth pop kind of vibe going on there. Good stuff. John W. Adams has a couple of tracks here, and I'm going to choose this one from him, from his album Pandemic Schmandemic. He says, I've never personally seen the lovers eternally embraced in the Pompeii ruins, but what a wonderful way to go. Well, yeah, I guess so. I guess if you have to go, then that's a better way than some. Let's give this one a spin. This is Volcano, John W. Adams, on your Music Live.
Walking through this world of steam, peer into their lives the day the sun fell like rain. Statued couple laying safe, I see their passion clinging through so many years of pain. embraced as one so tenderly, unaware that hell awaits them as a fiery flow. The world walk away, my thunder. How it feels, I wonder. Love you for eternity.
Very nicely done there, John W. Adams and Volcano. I do love a song where you're listening to the song and you're thinking, oh, this is a nice mellow jam, and then you actually listen a little bit closer and you hear what the actual content is, and you're like, oh wait, this is actually like some deep sort of feeling song about the Pompeii explosion and being stuck and dying in a volcanic eruption. Very weird. So good stuff there from John W. Adams. Let's cue up our next songs. YouTube just insists on auto playing things. It's like you definitely want to play this the second that you open it because it knows that no one has attention spans anymore. I wish there was there's probably a plugin. There's probably a plugin for that, but I'm worried about breaking my stuff here. By the way, I apologized before. I realized that I had the Mail app open. I don't even use the Mail app. I use Gmail, but somehow I'd opened the Mail app, and if you heard some of those bong in the background earlier in the show, my apologies. Nothing worse than that. Super unprofessional. I will give myself a telling off. I was going to say spanking later. I won't do that. Can you tell we're in the last 15 minutes? Things go a little bit haywire in the last 15 minutes of the show. Black Covers, save us, Ingo. He says, hi, Pete. This is my version of Journey's Separate Ways. I teamed up with the wonderful Martin from Guitar 86 for this one. He's just brilliant. 1 minute 39 is a great entry point. I hope you enjoy and consider for an upcoming YML show. And this is Ingo from Black Covers. So, what was that point? 1:39. So let's cue this sucker up to 1 minute and 39, and then we'll give it a spin from there. There we go. We'll bring it there, and we'll just slowly bring the volume up so that you can enjoy this one. This is Journey's classic Separate Ways. Black Covers-ified here on Your Music Live.
Troubled times, caught between confusion and pain, distant eyes, promises we made were in vain, if you must go, wish you love, she'll never walk alone. Take care, my love, promise you love. Someday love will find you, break those chains that bind you. One night will remind you how we touched down when our separate ways. If he ever hurts you, true love won't desert you. You know I still love you, though we touched down when our separate ways. Someday love will find you. Break those chains.
How cool is that? Great vocals in there, but great production there. The drums and the strings, and as always, Ingo just does amazing work, and we hope to hear more from Ingo in the near future. By the way, folks, we've got a Christmas show coming up. I'm just about to set up the Christmas form for a special Christmas edition. And when I say Christmas, I actually mean non-denominational holiday extravaganza, which is probably what I'll call it, just for fun. But yeah, we're going to do a holiday themed, because again, I don't care. I want Hanukkah songs, I want Kwanzaa songs, I want New Year's songs. I don't care what it is. I want celebration songs. So we're going to have a celebratory one. And look, I know that some people get a little bit, like we've talked about this before, about songs, you know, that are Christian songs or songs about religion or songs about other things. Again, I don't think it's a problem as long as you are not preaching hate and is preaching violence or telling anyone else what they can and can't do. If you're just celebrating what you like, then I personally think it's cool, and that's why I will play some Christian songs, and I will play some Christmas songs here, because it doesn't mean that I mean that everyone has to celebrate Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, more power to you. If you dig it and it's your passion, then cool. Sing about it. Sing about your passion. That's fine. But again, as long as it is not. The only problem I have is when people try to tell other people what to do and how to live their lives, which is not cool. But we'll get into that. We'll get into our non-denominational holiday extravaganza coming up on that's on the 23rd. So 23rd, which is the 2 days before Christmas. We're doing it a day early for our Christmas and our New Year's shows, just because otherwise it would smack right up against the Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. And it would mean that Pete would have to get up at 6:30 a.m. on Christmas Day, which he probably will, but for other reasons. And 6:30 a.m. on New Year's Day does not sound like a fun time. All right, we've got a couple more songs to go here, and then we've got to finish up, because as you would have seen at halftime, I've got some excited children to go and distribute presents and have breakfast and do some cool things. We are going to play State of Mind. So, this is a band that we've played, and this is Paul says about this one, a song about the grief of losing your father at 13. So this is it now, Pete, the last of our 90s material. Could I be cheeky as to ask you to play up to 2 minutes 50, as it's our last offering until the new tunes are recorded? Many thanks for the support you've given to our band, from Paul. Yeah, I can. So we're going to play this one. We'll start it here, and we'll go up to the 250 mark at least. So set your timers, folks. We've been playing a lot of State of Mind stuff. I don't normally do this, but they've captured something in me. This is the sort of band that I would have loved and supported and followed in the 90s. And when Paul started sending me this stuff and then said, and we're going to do some new stuff soon, I'm like, okay, until you do the new stuff, we'll play some of the old stuff. And if, like me, you're a fan of 90s grunge and that kind of vibe, you're going to love it. So this one is called Too Long You Cried, State of Mind, here on Your Music Live. See how cheeky they were? Making me play a guitar solo and everything. Grrr. Get off my lawn, kids. You're probably not kids these days. You're probably the same age as me because that's about how old I was in the 90s. Very good stuff. Yeah, always good. And I hope that we hear more stuff sooner rather than later from State of Mind. They're very, very cool. You know who else is very, very cool? I'm going to have to rush through here because I got at least 3 more songs I want to play here. And then Thomas Christ is going to be live. But I love me some Drag Gurus. And we got a Drag Gurus track. Says, "Hi Pete, this song originally written years ago on acoustic guitar that I've recently recorded in GarageBand on my iPad using the usual mix of virtual instruments, loops, and effects. I hope you enjoy it." Yes, I think we will. And we're going to give it a spin right now. The Drag Gurus, Juliet's on Fire. Go check out Drag Gurus. I have not heard a Drag Gurus tune that I haven't really enjoyed, and like every video is that. So like it's very, very noticeable, but it just goes to show that you don't need all the things. You don't need all the visualizations. They're cool, and sometimes you can want to put them in there. But yeah, very, very cool stuff. Love it, love it. Look at all the applause coming in here. Very fantastic stuff. Good work. And we got a couple more songs here to play. So I'm going to move on. Sorry, Thomas. Alert the affiliates. We're going to be about 5-10 minutes late. I think Thomas always makes his stream a little later because he knows I very rarely finish on time. I'm always going overtime. So speaking of overtime. I have no segue, but Wolf Stone Studio, Ron and Jenny say, "Hi Pete, you and Jade recently previewed a lot of apps." We did. It was Black Friday. I'm sorry. If your wallet was hit like mine, I apologize. "We purchased a few, including your favorite, Audio Share." Yes, Audio Share for the win. "We use the apps to crank out this tune. We are still waiting for lead guitar tracks, but will be a placeholder with GarageBand guitar until then." Well, let's give this one a spin, shall we? It is the Wolf. Get those wacky wolf emojis going on here in the chat here for Wolf Stone Studio and a ditty called "Got to Get Away" here on Your Music Live. Yeah. That's definitely something that you want to keep working on with that one. Very good, yeah. Drums in the pocket, very slick tune. Good stuff indeed. Yes, go the wolf, the weird wolf that looks like a horse, in my opinion. The emoji there. Very good stuff. Yeah, can't wait to see how that one progresses. Another winner on the way for Shores. All right. Kronk Song is it is Kronk Song's world. We're all just living in it. If you like the theme music that we play here on Your Music Live, that is by our friend Mark Lovell, aka Kronk Song. Yes, this little tune here. But not only does he do amazing theme music for this channel, he also does his own music and his own little Kronk songs that he does. And he goes to the effort of doing special 2-minute YML mixes just for us. Now, this latest tune of his, he says, thought I'd have a go at 6/4 time on this one. What are you doing to us, Kronk Song? This song is about politicians and how they never answer a question. Yes! Say one thing and then do another. Yes! Rant over. Yeah, I like that because we don't get super political on the show here, but I think politicians don't answer questions and don't do what they say is not a political statement. That is just a fact. And I don't care what side and how far left, right, centre, up, down, or backward you are. I think we can all agree that politicians don't tell the truth very often. All right, this is called Liar Liar, Kronk Song on Your Music Live.
Politicians won't lie. I don't know why you don't believe it. It drives me up the wall. They're rallying call. It's all made up for you and me. Liar, liar, pants on fire. You give us hope when we're in the mire. Liar, liar, pants on fire. You give us hope when we're in the mire. Here we go again. Here we go again. Will they, won't they? Will they, won't they, will they, won't they lie? When pigs can fly, politicians won't lie. I don't know why you don't believe it. It drives me up the wall. They're rallying call. It's all made up for you and me. Liar, liar, pants on fire. You give us hope when we're in the mire. Liar, liar, pants on fire. You give us hope when we're in the mire.
Look, I'm not saying that that's not an epic track, but I think you just have to read between the lines. And what we're trying to do here is come to an agreement. And I think the other party needs to really understand that what we're doing. Yeah, right. I know. Not good. Very cool. Love it. Very good stuff, Mark Lovell, aka Kronk Song. Can you believe that we're 2 hours done? In fact, we're over. We're 3 minutes over time. So there were a few more songs I was going to try and play, but I'm going to have to cut us short here and close with this final song for us. So thank you all for hanging out here today. Give it the thumbs up there if you did have some fun. Don't forget that tomorrow, I know Russ is super excited about this, we have our Beatles Happy Hour. So I'll be live on location from a mystery location that you'll find out about tomorrow, playing all Beatles all the time. So yes, to celebrate Get Back, and let's be honest, to just leverage that sucker. I don't follow many trends, but you know what? Everyone else is doing it. Surely I should do it too. No, not really. I just love me some Beatles, and I'm really enjoying watching the Get Back documentary. I'm doing it very slowly, but I'm getting there. So we're going to finish off with an artist here that I know many of you dig, and we've played a few of the tunes from this artist. I think a couple of them so far. And I'm going to play this one because it's our friend Wi-Fi. And they say, there is nothing better than a summer jam. Picture this tune being played at the beach as the waves wash over your feet. This song is called Summertime, and I thought it was a cool, groovy way for us to finish up here today. So, yes, I will enjoy Charlotte's birthday. We'll be off to do some celebrations in just a moment. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, everyone, for all your contributions today. Take us out, please, Wi-Fi, with Summertime on Your Music Live.
If you're a season, you'll be summertime. You'll be the stars that light the night sky. If there were clouds, you'd be my sunshine. You'd be the wave, I'll be the lifeline, the lifeline. Gold drink umbrella, it's a fire one. Heat wave, future bright like the hot sun. Need ice cold drip, piece of scorcher. Act cool, no, not, I'm in torture. Need a million, yes or no. Make me feel like I don't. Wish you call me on the phone to confirm I'm not alone. Radio love, windows down, holding hands, head out of town. If you're a season, you'll be summertime. You'll be the stars that light the night sky. If there were clouds, you'd be my sunshine. Be the wave, I'll be the lifeline, the lifeline. Life is a highway cruising Top Gun. Off-road, no doors, riding shotgun. Got a flame and a fix, yeah, Nirvana. Punk rock princess, we all just wanna catch you feeling sick slow. Make me act like a fool. Wish you hurry, make the move to confirm feeling too. Flying high, can't come down. If I'm dreaming, I want my feet to hit the ground. If you're a season, you'll be summertime. You'll be the stars that light the night sky. If there were clouds, you'd be my sunshine. Be the wave, I'll be the lifeline, the lifeline. Sunset, it's me like a dagger. The darkness moves in, walk this way, Mick Jagger. In my feelings, just what I needed. Under the red sky, weak hearts keep beating. If you're a season, you'll be summertime.
I think when you hear a track like this, it's kind of proof that you don't always have to have all the things. Sometimes an acoustic guitar and a single voice is all that you need. Thank you everyone for being here today. Really appreciate you. Thank you for all of your support. Thank you to my wonderful patrons over on patreon.com/Pete Johns. Huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid. They help keep the lights on around here at Studio Live Today Studios. And I wish you all an amazing weekend. Do catch Thomas Christ. He's coming up right after this show. So Thomas Christ Live up next. Thanks everyone for being here. Thank you, Wi-Fi, for taking us out. I'll see you next time. Stay cool, people. See you soon.
I've been waiting for my next best big mistake. If you're a day, you be the 1st of July. Yes, you be the fireworks. I've been geeking up in smoke stress. Never knew how much the summer meant to me. Only read about a love that take my breath away, breath away, breath away. If you're a season, you'll be summertime.